say. Next on the agenda, I have the distinct privilege of introducing one of the most prominent figures in California politics these days. Civil rights attorney Molly Munger exploded on the political scene this year with Proposition 38, a tax measure rivaling Governor Jerry Brown's own Proposition 30. The competition between these two measures has provided a lot of material for people like me, so thank you. If you're not familiar with Molly Munger, she is the co-founder and director of the Advancement Project, a nonprofit dedicated to closing the opportunity gap by engineering large-scale system changes to address inequality in our society. I give you Molly Munger.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I particularly enjoy being part of these candidate forums. It reminds me of the vitality of our democracy. It reminds me of the larger campaign themes that are going on nationally, the importance of local activism, and a forum like this where we are all engaged in empowerment and learning about all the things that are going on and making up our minds and good decisions. It's just this is what America's about. And you guys are all great to be here. And I want to thank the United Latino Forum for all that they're doing and for letting us be a part of this today. I think what I would like to do is just take a few minutes and talk about, I have some helpers here that are going to come up in a minute, and I just want to set the stage a little bit. So, you know, who am I anyway? You know, what am I doing in your newspaper or in your life at all? I am a kid who was sent as a child to a little private girls' school, and when I was in 8th grade, I said, I need to get out of here. I need to go be part of the real world. This is just, I love it here. It's very protected. It's very sweet, but it isn't real. And I was very lucky that my parents let me go to the public schools in Pasadena. And as it happened, I went to the public schools. I went to public schools that were very diverse in every way, racially, ethnically, socioeconomically. And at the time I went to these schools, they were wonderfully funded. This was at a time when California was funding its schools 5th highest in the United States. And so what I saw at John Muir High School and McKinley Junior High School was what it's like when you take a bunch of kids who are all over the map in terms of what happens, at their home at night. You know, some of them have a lot of things. A lot of them have very little. Speaking different languages, coming from different racial backgrounds. All these kids, when given a chance, when presented with a really rich curriculum, activities, lots of mentoring teachers, we had sports and yearbook and science and orchestra and band and all the things that went on, foreign language courses, travel. When you're 5th in the United States and you're really investing in your people, the people thrive, and these kids thrive. My classmates thrive. And that is the image that I have always taken through my life, is the treasure of all people, and how investing in people is like just pouring a little water on a flower and letting it bloom. And as you well know, that's just not what we're doing today. Because of the background that I had in the public schools, when the riots happened in 1992, by that time had become a lawyer. I was in the 34th floor of a skyscraper, making the world safe for women lawyers. Don't ask. And I just looked out over the lingering smoke, and I thought, what am I doing here? Who have I forgotten? My classmates' kids are in the streets here. My classmate, Rodney King was not my classmate, but Rodney King went to John Muir High School. Something had happened in America and in California that was not right. I left that skyscraper. I went to work at the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, and eventually left there to form the Advancement Project, which is a multiracial civil rights group. We heard about the importance of the big tent, and that's certainly what we think at the Advancement Project. Civil rights problems affect everybody. Okay, let me ask the kids to come up and just make a point here. Can I ask you guys to come up? This is Sandy Escobedo talking about this earlier. This is just a graphical representation. Come on up here on the stage. I think these are Arturo Alman's grandchildren. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm very proud of
That's good. Yeah.